When I first landed in the UK, I thought I knew what to expect, but no, the surprises started coming in. A lot of surprises. So I know you are coming here and then you would expect a lot of things to be in your way. So this video is actually for you if you are a first timer coming or planning to come to the UK. Make sure you watch this to the end. Now let's go straight to the point, okay? Yeah, I don't want to waste much of your time here. Let's dive in. Yeah. So these are the things I knew before moving from Ghana to the UK. Every person traveling or everyone who decides to travel will do a little research about the country he or she wants to visit or even relocate, So yeah, I did mine, which is I knew UK was expensive, yes. Whether I knew it. But I did not know it was very, 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 very expensive. Why? Rent issues, transport issues, groceries issues, a whole lot of issues. I live in London, so I will talk much about London because that is where I've been since I relocated from Ghana to the UK. So London rent issues is quite expensive. It's quite expensive because you would get a single room that is one bed and then like a flat. Not a flat, but just like one single room. You get it from £650 to £800, and that is a lot. If you are a family and you are moving here, you are supposed to be budgeting around 1,700 because you would get maybe a flat or a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom. Yeah, so 1,700 at the end of the month. Yes. And then transport issues. In the UK, transports are very, very, very available everywhere you go, but they are very expensive. Why? Transport in the UK is mostly trams, trains, and then buses. In the UK specifically, you would get buses and trains a lot. Underground, overground, national line. Trains are very expensive. For instance, at the end of the day, I'm paying around £13 per ride, like per day. Imagine you being me and then you are paying this amount every day. If you are going to work for 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, you know how it should feel like. But the cost of living here in the UK is higher than living in Ghana, although we cannot compare the currency rate. Okay, lastly, about the groceries, yes. UK groceries are expensive, I won't lie. A friend of mine told me that in Aldi, in Lidl, they were selling, rice, basmati rice for 79 pence, but now it's around £2, £3, £4 now. Yeah, so this is the cost of living. So things are really, really up here. If you're planning to come here, make sure you put this in your mind that it's expensive. You can live here, but just make up your mind that you're coming to face the reality. 2, the reality of working in the UK versus what I expected or what I was doing in Ghana, So, UK job culture is very, very, very strict. Yes. If you are supposed to be there at 6, you should be there at 6. Why? Because there will be a clocking machine. I think almost every workplace in the UK has a clocking machine. You clock in and clock out. So that means if you are late, you don't need to explain yourself. The manager has already seen that you are late. And then obviously they will call you and ask you, why were you late? If it's about buses, they will tell you, then make sure you wake up early. There is nothing like, oh, don't do this again the next time. No. It's as simple as if this is a business field. So if you are coming here at 8:15, 6:20, meanwhile you're supposed to be there at 6 or 8, then make sure you wake up early before you come. Yes. And then with the job culture as well, UK job culture is a bit strict because you are supposed to work. There is no like freebies like, oh, do this for me, I'm coming. Oh, check this for me. No, you are supposed to be there because they are paying you per hour. Back home is not per hour, it's just a day. So you can decide to even leave work and go do your shopping and come back, and then they will still pay you. But here you cannot go out because there are cameras everywhere checking your daily routine, whatever you're doing. Everyone is assigned to a particular job. So you can't leave your job for someone to do it for you. Nor can you leave your job because it will be there waiting for you. And if you're talking about how hard is it to get a job in the UK, it's very hard. It's not very hard. I think it depends on your CV. If you have a good CV, and then most of us that came to the UK has had very, very nice email messages called the unfortunate. Yes, NHS will give it to you. Indeed will help you out. Total Jobs. I think every job center will give you, unfortunately, you were not qualified for this. Unfortunately, you were not picked. Unfortunately, you didn't meet it. Unfortunately, it's a lot. So it's not too hard, and it's very hard. You just need to not. You just need not to have less faith. You just need to keep on applying. Okay, keep on applying for these jobs. Eventually, one will pick for you. It won't take you a whole 5 months. It might take you maximum 4 weeks, to get a job. But back home, you back home getting a job was very, very easy. Very, 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 very easy. You could get a connection, a link up. Oh, my mom friend, blah blah, and then boom, come to work tomorrow. My friend's mom did this, and then oh, good. No, if only you do not try to be picky in the jobs. In Ghana or back home, jobs are very, very available. But in the UK, everything is about documentations and checking your codes. So it makes it a little bit hard if you don't have all these requirements to meet their job roles. 3. Now, differences in social interactions in the UK as compared to Ghana. Okay, social life, how is it? Now, Ghana, I would say, is my home country, and then I feel much appreciated. I feel much energized. I feel I'm home when I'm in Ghana because I have a lot of friends around me. Even if they are not my friends, I have a lot of my black folks around me. And then mostly, if we are not playing football, we are, under the tree discussing about issues, and these things brings the social life to 100% maximum, happiness or enjoyment. But comparing that to the UK world, to use myself as an example, okay, I don't have much social life here. Why? Because I am mostly working. 5 days I work, 2 days in the house. So Monday to Friday I'm working. Saturday, Sunday I need to rest. Not because I don't want to go, but I need the energy for another week. So I will stay in my house and then sleep. That's it. So I don't get this social life. But then if I should be doing the same job in Ghana, my back home country, I will still have my social life because walking from the station to my house is all about people. It's all about friends. It's all about energetic people having them. It's a free world. Comparing that to the UK here, even in buses, in Ghana, in Churchill, you could have a conversation with anybody, anyone you see. In the UK, in trains and in buses, everyone is very focused on what they are doing. Even if you want to say hello to them, their facial expression is not welcoming for you to even say hello. Because you are not in your country, and then you don't know what will happen if you just break protocols and say hello. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what is happening. Okay, so social life here in the UK is quite difficult for some of us. And also, the weather is also another update because even if you want to go out, UK weather you can wake up in the day and then the weather app will tell you today is going to be sunny. You dress up very, very nice, wearing your shorts, wearing your nice clothes. The moment you step out, 15 minutes later, 1 hour later, you start feeling the real cold on you. So finding a Ghanaian community in the UK, is a trick. If you are one person who likes to go to church, you'll find a very good Ghanaian community because most of us meet at the church. We don't meet anywhere. You won't see me clubbing. Why? Because I'm stressed up already. So if it's the church, fine, you will see me there. If you are really looking up to meet real community Ghanaian friends, then I would suggest that you go to the church, because that is where you find us. We are mostly there, and that is where the real Ghanaian energy comes in. And also try to visit Ghanaian or black communities, because in the UK, like Tottenham is a Ghanaian community, Croydon, Barking, now how friendly are people? In the UK, people are very friendly, but in a fake one. You will say hello and they will say hello, how are you, and boom, that's it. But in Ghana, you can say hello, how are you, and then it will lead to a whole 5 hours conversation, because people want to talk. In the UK, it's not like that. People will just say hello and that's it. Hello. Just fake a smile and then they will move on. That's it. And one thing that's very funny here in this country, people saying you're right, are you alright? It's not a question, man. You just say hello. So if anybody says you're right, just say yeah, you good. Then you pass. But in Ghana, if you ask me are you alright, I would expect you to stay there and then have a conversation, because maybe you are showing your concern. But it's not like that here. You're right. You just say good. You good. That's it. You're right. The whole day you're right. That's what you'll be hearing. You're right. Hello. Okay, so last one is what is immigration and the documentation process. Now, this is a very vital information I'm giving you. Whatever you come here to do, make sure you are on this route. If your visa is about to expire, maybe 4 or 5 months before, you need to re-extend it, or just moving on to another visa route. Okay, I'm much concerned here because this is your genesis and your revelation in the country. You need this in the beginning and also at the end of your stay. I hope you enjoyed this section with me. My name is Kart, and I hope to see you in my next video. But before I go, if you are in the UK, you can comment. Just comment on what shocked you most when you moved to this country. We are all learning, and people will read comments for some experiences. Okay, so thank you very much for this section, and I'll see you in my next video. Adios.